That's right, Jackie. A man was bitten in a dog park after he smeared peanut butter all over his butt side. For more information on that, please visit Crime Stoppers. Now, in further news, we have the recent studies of the human experience in a recent novel published by Favel Perret. It is called Past the Shallows. For more information, stay on this channel. I'm gonna hand it over to Hunter. Hand it over to the man the presenter whose name is Hunter. Hunter, yep. Thank you, Larry. Have you ever heard of the human experience? I'm gonna assume you're a person watching this, so you've had an experience. A human one. A human experience is certain things that make you feel certain ways and the way life pans out as a human. It also includes emotions we get from these experiences. Stories allow for us to escape into another world, essentially. They allow for us to live in a place in our own mind. Past the Shallows, the novel we are all here for, is a book that allows for the human experiences to be viewed from our own thoughts. The use of techniques informs us of the ways in which text can represent collective human experiences. The way language is used shapes the representation of arising emotions from human experiences. This is why the human experience is key to understanding the emotions of these characters in the novel. Past the Shallows was written by Favel Perret. She released it in 2011, which is actually today. Past the Shallows is a novel about the bonds of brotherhood and the fragility of youth. The contextual framework of this story of three siblings growing up in a dysfunctional family on the wild coast of Tasmania, Bruny Island. The consequences of their parents' decisions shape their lives and ultimately bring tragedy to them all. The human experiences is conveyed through the use of techniques such as descriptive language, symbolism, and repetition. Favel Perret's use of setting and emotions in Past the Shallows is well utilized to explore the human experiences. The setting of the ocean explores the human experience of being lost and so far away from everything, creating a sense of loneliness and fear. The shark attack that happens on the ocean explores the human experiences of fear, specifically the fear of death. A quote which supports this is, brackets, "Her stomach and inside slid through the blood onto the deck." This quote refers to the shark after its death. The use of visual imagery resonates with the human experiences of fear. Fear is a collective experience we all face and is usually in relation to death, which is why Miles is so shocked by the thought of Martin being killed by the shark. This is actually known as irony. Someone did their homework. I did. Abuse in Past the Shallows is mostly based on the abuse of power from parenting. Dad abuses the boys physically, gaining advantage over them. He also abuses them, forcing them to work out on the boat. Miles is abused, with Dad forcing him to stay on Bruny Island, working for him forever. This abuse links with the emotions of emptiness and sadness, which can lead to depression or worse mental health issues, which we see Dad faces himself. Hold up. So these human experiences and emotions seem awfully familiar. Seems a lot like, The Hunger Games. Thank you, Jackie. The Hunger Games. Abuse in the Hunger Games. The abuse of power from the capital, forcing the districts to battle to the death. Each year is an abuse of power. So it's the abuse of a human right. This abuse of power arises from the emotions of sadness and fear, which is similar to Past the Shallows. Well, yes, Gary Ross, the director of the Hunger Games, has used numerous film techniques to illuminate the way citizens of District 12 feel. During the reaping scene, the use of colour saturation is used to convey the emotion. The colours on the screen and the setting is in a shade of grey when directed at the citizens of District 12, symbolising the arising negative emotion. In comparison to the representatives from the capital, the colours are reverted back to a more vibrant and bright colour tone. This colour comparison, in addition to making the person of power, Effie, more colourful, reflects the emotion she feels and the sense of power she holds over the others. She feels happy and joyful, as she's higher in power in comparison to all the others who have to fight to the death, where she is safe. The grey lifeless theme of District 12 shows the lack of emotion coming from the characters, depicting a significant extent the emotions that arise from human experiences. This is depicted in our experiences of text, which relates back to Past the Shallows with the use of setting affecting the story. Hunger Games by Gary Ross is a significant representation of how emotions arise from human experiences to a significant extent. The Hunger Games is set in what was once North America, the capital of Pan Am, which remains its 12 districts, forcing them to select male and female tributes to compete in a national televised event called the Hunger Games, purely for entertainment purposes. Every citizen must watch as the youth fight to the death until only one remains. District 12 tribute Katniss Everdeen has little to rely on other than her hunting skills and her sharp instincts in an arena where she must fight for her life. The relationship we see Katniss forced to stay in District 12 and now being a pawn for the capital's entertainment, depicts the human experience of entrapment. This arises the emotion of fear. Katniss grows to believe that everyone is her enemy. The use of hyperbole highlights how the concept of her experiences have led her to feel isolated from everyone, yet entrapped. Being trapped is a collective human experience. It is a human experience both Katniss and Miles feel. The feeling of entrapment in ties with the emotion Miles feels as he has to be kept on Bruni Island forever, working on the boat with his dad. And Katniss, never knowing if she'll be free from District 12 or even survive the Hunger Games. This relates back to Past the Shallows with the feeling of being trapped on Bruni Island and the pressure of never leaving. Shut up! They haven't read the book yet. You're not supposed to ruin the storyline. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to let them know that the novel Past the Shallows and the film The Hunger Games both represent how emotions arise from human experience to a significant extent. Due to the techniques utilized, we see this through the collective experiences characters face and express through emotional reactions that is depicted from our understanding of texts.